I legit cannot remember which 2K. Look, all I know is 2K sucks. All right, this is 2K26. It sucks. Everyone's boring. Everyone's just sitting there. It's just not lively. The lighting is off. They just got lazy over the years, man. Then you look at 2K11, and it was just more effort. It was just more effort, you know? And I don't think the graphics have really improved at all over the past decade. I mean, maybe we can say like the last 15 years. Sure, I'll give 2K that. But like the last decade, the graphics have not changed at all. I hate 2K. I hate it with a passion. But thank you guys for showing me this, that these are the leaked jerseys. It's really nice. But I mean, even the hair looks off. Like what is going on here? Like, it's spiky. It's just weird. It's just weird. The graphics suck. They do not care anymore, bro. They need some legit competition. They do not care anymore. With that being said, I don't care about 2K, but there is something I care about. I care about the construction of this roster. Somebody tagged me in this a while ago, and they were like, hey, you need to take a look at this. And our boy is balling out. So this is from Be Like Mike. The Be Like Mike is... We recorded this? I have no idea what that is. Open Gym, Harrison Barnes. Let's take a look. Okay, I got the audio off. I did not realize it was copyright. That's definitely copyright. Listen to it in silence. Actually, I want to listen to it. You guys can't hear it. Is that Klay Thompson? Is that the logo? Beautiful. This song sucks. I'm muting it for me too. Gosh. Harrison Barnes is so good, bro. He's so good. One thing, wait a minute. Is that Steph? That's not Steph Castle. Wait. That's Steph Castle. Is that Steph Castle? That's Steph Castle. That's Steph Castle. That's definitely Steph Castle. They need to let players wear jewelry on the court. I said it. I'm so brave. All right, so the thing I wanted to talk about was early in the stream, you guys mentioned Harrison Barnes and whether or not you should start him. And I'm going to say this right now. There's 4 guaranteed starts, okay? 4 guaranteed starts, and I think the Spurs would be foolish not to start these 4 players. And that is Fox, obviously. No one disagrees with that. And is Sohan. I think that's pretty obvious. Best defender on the team apart from Wemby, and then also, I mean, he's a legitimate power forward. He can actually play in his position now. Then Wemby, I don't think anybody has contention with that. And then I would say Harrison Barnes, right? Because Harrison Barnes is kind of like I know it sounds disrespectful when I say this, but I think it's a little bit of the truth to this, right? Like, he's kind of the perfect placeholder for now. For, you know, whoever is the young guy that's going to take over that spot, right? That 3-point shooter, that 3-and-D spot that we desperately need at that small forward position. He's kind of perfect for that. He's crafty. He does the dirty work. He makes right decisions. Just a good solid pillar on that offense. Now the question is, who starts at shooting guard, which I think if I put on a poll, most of you guys are going to say Castle. Like, I don't even think I have to do a poll for this. I think mostly out of respect, people are going to say Castle. I would make the assumption that most Spurs fans wouldn't say Devin Vassell. Most will say Castle, and then maybe Harper, then maybe Devin Vassell, right? I think that's what a lot of people will say. Me personally, I think Harper is really, really good. And I would not be surprised if he's starting pretty early in our starting lineup. because I just think that he brings a nice little dynamic. He's also really good without the ball in his hands as far as a catch and shooter, right? Like Steph Castle is good without the ball in his hands, but he's not a good catch and shooter right now. But we'll see. Maybe that changes it this season. And I do agree that Castle is a better defender, but Harper's also a pretty good defender. So me personally, I just like that. You know, some people say it doesn't fit, but it actually fits completely well. Harper's, you know, perfect for that. And I also just like the idea of Steph Castle right off the bat. When he comes in, there's going to be maybe a couple bench guys from the opposing team out there, and he's just going to torch them, just absolutely destroy them and torch them all game long. And I'm also not opposed to ending the game with Castle, you know, for his defense and his prowess alone, right? So, like, no disrespect to him at all. I really do like him. I just like the idea and how much balance it kind of brings if we did just start Harper at that shooting guard position more so than Castle starting at it. But that's just my take. But as far as Harrison Barnes is concerned, I don't think we should even second guess where he should be playing. And I'm hoping that in the future that Carter Bryant will be the one that can take over his position, right? And things are pretty positionless nowadays, right? Like he can move around. Carter can move around a little bit. But I'm just saying what's going to be your primary position, and then we adjust from there. I think Carter can take that on. But he got some really great mentors on this team that's definitely going to help him. So I'm excited. Spurs had the highest scoring bench in the NBA last year. No, we didn't. Did we really? Wait, really? No, we didn't. It's 24-25, right? Well, I'll be hot darned. I'll be hot diggity darned. You're 100% correct. By a very small margin, but you're 100% correct. Huh. I didn't even know that. Well, there you go. How many games did Steph Castle start? I didn't need that to solidify my take, but I feel good about it. So he started about half the games last season. So the other half he was coming off the bench. Okay. Yeah, our bench got even better. But yeah, I'm one to definitely be like, hey, let's let him run the bench unit, and then we can finish off games with Castle. I just like that. I just like that better. I feel like at all times you have a pretty consistent playmaker on the court. Dylan Harper's a great playmaker as well, but I mean, Castle is just so solid. You know, he's just such a solid pillar for that. But yeah, but rather play big as our identity. Big? You mean like defensive? I think that's a fine argument. Like I'm not angry with it. I think some people think that I legitimately like disrespect Castle or something like that. I have no reason to disrespect Castle. He's a phenomenal player. I really like him. I was actually the one before the season started. I was the one fighting people on stream constantly about, no, stop overthinking it, get Castle. I thought he should have been the number 1 pick that year. Like, don't put Carter at 4. He can run it, but yeah, he's more of a 3. That's crazy. Yeah, I had no idea that our bench unit was that good. Let me see. Wow, this is interesting. So, I don't know where we are because I don't have Stat Muse or whatever. block wise, well, we were one of the worst. Oh, we were 17. We were 17. Okay. So we were kind of mid. Protecting the rim. What about steals? We were 7th in the league. Our bench had a lot of tenacity, man. Man, our bench had a lot of tenacity. One thing the Spurs do not lack, guys, is effort. And then as far as, okay, so we were mid 3-point shooting, mid blocking, very high steals. We were top 5 in assists. Top 4 in rebounds, which is super interesting. That is very interesting that our bench unit was top 4 in rebounding, even though we didn't have a legitimate backup. We didn't have a legitimate backup center. Like, it was just Sohan a lot of times. What about our field goal percentage? Top 5. Dang. Guys, we're going to be really good. Yeah, this solidified how I feel that the Spurs are going to be like 4th overall pick. Or pick, I'm sorry. 4th overall in the West. That's KJ. Come on, clan. KJ plays hard. Keldon plays very hard. You never take that away from him. He plays with a lot of effort. A lot of effort. So while it's impressive that we were the best bench statistically, I don't know it means anything. Well, things were moved around a lot, right? Like, you also had quite often Fasel coming off the bench, right? Because of that injury. And then you had Sohan coming off the bench. And these are two guys that legitimately could be just starters, right? I mean, Sohan is a starter, but yeah, so it was a lot of moving around. Yeah, context for us wasn't like we had the best of the best players starting and then everyone else coming off the bench was doing their thing. We were number one. We were number one by a long shot in 2014 as far as best bench unit. By a long shot. It wasn't even close. Look at this gap. 3-point gap with the Lakers. 5-point gap with the Suns. Good gosh. I mean, 6-point gap with the Suns, I'm sorry. About 7-point gap with the Nuggets. Wow. Oh, that's a good point, too. Also, what matters more statistically for comparing benches is what is their plus minus? Do leads increase or shrink? Do they even have that on here? All right, they do. Plus 1,545. Actually, I could just go back one, right? Minus 685. You brought up a good point. It's pretty ugly. But still, the amount of shots that they were able to put up was impressive. We have a pretty good bench. They played pretty hard. We were just a funky team last year, man. We were a funky team. We gave up so many points. Whew. Sohan is not an NBA starter. Are y'all delusional? Oh, he's not? I thought he was. Hold on. It might be my fault. Maybe I'm mistaken. Let's see. If I type in Jeremy Sohan. Okay, he is an NBA player, so we got that part right. I was afraid that he wasn't even in NBA. I thought I was delusional here. Let's see. Half the games he was injured, big chunk of the season. Half the games he started. The season prior to that, there were 74 games played, and he started in 73 of them. All right. Well, the numbers here tell me that he is an NBA starter. But your random chatter in the chat is telling me something different. What do I go by? Do I go by this number that says that he started 99% of his games last season? Or do I go by the chatter who said he's not an NBA starter? Okay. I'm sorry. It's all right, man. You can hate Sohan. You're still one of us. You can hate Sohan for now, but you're going to have to knock that off when we start winning games, okay? You got to knock it off. You'll come around. You just don't like the fact that he doesn't give you, like, a hezzy into a sham god or something. And he doesn't shoot half-court shots. Oh, we're moving the goal post. So now he's not a starter on an NBA playoff team. Oh, okay. All right. Because you know that the Spurs haven't made the playoffs in so long. So, yeah, I can't. Yeah, okay. All right. Gotcha. He's a liability. Oh, that's what it is. Sohan is a liability. That's crazy. Sohan's a liability. Against whom? Against whom is he a liability? I'm looking here. This is Anthony Edwards. And Sohan's one of the best defenders that guarded him last year. He caused 5 turnovers. More so than all of his peers. That's kind of a liability. That's a little bit of a liability. Oh, boy. Oh, yikes. You're right. He's so trash. He's such a bad player. I don't even know why he's not even an NBA starter. He shouldn't be in the NBA. He should not be in the NBA. I'm like scrolling through Twitter and I'm like, what is all this stuff I reposted? I don't even remember what I repost half the time. I'll be honest with y'all. Sohan says Sohan doesn't need to become a shooter. Everyone else does. Sohan needs a more consistent jump shot, but like he didn't take that many this last season. And it seems like he's been working on it. But yeah, he doesn't have to be a shooter. He needs, like, if Sohan could take like 2.2 threes a game, right, and give us like 35%, a strong 35%, that is fine. Or if he could just be like a corner 3-point shooter, that is fine. Okay, but he doesn't have to shoot lights out, nor do I think he ever will shoot lights out. If I'm wrong in that regard, I'll be happy to be wrong, but he's just not. He was so bad in college. Like, I don't think people realize how bad he was of a shooter in college. He was such a bad shooter. His jump shot just looked broken, bro. So the amount of the amount of improvement that we've seen since college is kind of remarkable. Clan, if we redraft the draft class, he's literally outside the lottery. Yeah, he's trash, man. You're right. He's garbage. He's absolutely garbage. Oh, I'm sorry. You might be wondering what this is. These are the numbers when guarding Luka Doncic. I'm sorry. I don't know why I have this on the screen. I don't know. He didn't do that well though. When he guarded Luka shot 36.8%. Can you believe true shooting percentage was 36.8%? Jeez. That's such garbage. What a trash player. Caps, if you were guarding Luka, you would have got that down to like 10%. Yeah, Sohan needs to improve. This dude's trash. What a garbage number. Don't look at everyone else's numbers and how they did when guarding them. But man, wow. Absolutely garbage. There's literally a video on YouTube with experts saying he sucks. Wow. Yes, I definitely want to go listen to the experts tell me how Sohan sucks. Are you serious right now? What a silly thing to say. You never played basketball, Clan. You don't know. You know what? Actually, I did play basketball. I was the #1 athlete at my college. I was the #1. I was the best in the country. I decided not to go to the NBA because I saw what fame does to people. So I was like, no, it's just not for me, you know? I want to keep my soul. So I didn't go to the NBA. But like, I was the best player ever. Therefore, all my NBA takes are correct. What now? I played basketball. I was the best in the world. You don't have anything to say? Same thing happened to me, Clan. Okay. What do you think of Sohan? AJ, what do you think of Sohan? I mean, I was about to say greatest player in the world, but I was going to say second greatest player in the world because I'm the greatest player in the world. I play horse. Oh, you played basketball before. What do you think of Sohan? Actually, let's actually listen to an expert that played in the NBA. Kendrick Perkins. Let's listen to what Kendrick Perkins has to say. Let's hear some of his takes. Or maybe Charles Barkley. Let's listen to Shaq. You know, Shaq played in the NBA. He was really good too. He's actually one of the greatest players to ever walk this earth, some people say. And he said Wemby was soft. And he said that Wemby's the same as Bobo. He played in the NBA. I stand by it. Wait, but you said you said, Clan, you didn't play basketball, so you don't know. But then when I told you I did play basketball, now you're like, that doesn't matter? So what matters? Or is it that the only thing that matters are takes that agree with yours? Maybe we should just listen to every single player that ever played basketball and listen to every single thing that they say and take it with the same amount of respect as people that actually know what they're talking about. You never played? Oh, no, I played. I just told you I played. I was the greatest player in the world. Yeah, I was the greatest player in the world. Y'all are delusional? Nah, I'm just I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You ever heard of the hook shot? I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. I actually invented that. Okay, I didn't invent it. My great grandfather invented it, and he passed it down from generation to generation, but they stole it from us. We actually called it the shook shot because it left you shook. But yeah. Caps, do you know what university I went to in which I was the greatest player in the world? You want to guess? You want to guess, Caps? You want to guess? Georgia? No, it wasn't Georgia. It was the University of your mom. Goat University. Yeah. Yeah. That was the University of Yo Mama. Oh, man. Anyways, I don't even know what we were talking about. Was this segment even about Sohan? What the heck was this segment on? This went off the rails. I don't know why these conversations always do this. It's because of Caps. Caps, you literally dictate what this channel does now. I love you. I love you so much. You're cool. You're delusional when it comes to Sohan, but like most of your takes are pretty good. I don't know what it is with that one though. Why isn't he extended? I extended with your mom. Okay, all right, that's stupid. I'm sorry. That's stupid. I'm more mature than that.